Hey, this is Dave with Taboo Customs. One of the things we run into when we work on a lot of these Chevys, and it's not real common, but for instance, this bed behind us, when we were pulling this bed off, we actually had 3 of the 8 bolts that wouldn't come out. Typically, the nut will spin up inside the rail, doesn't want to come back out, so we end up having to plaz those off so we can pull the bed off. Now, since 3 of the 8 in this were no good, and actually 3 of the 4 in the front, because there's 4 in the front, 4 in the back, 3 of the 4 in the front are no good, we definitely need to get that fixed. And so what we've done is we've got a kit, it's pretty simple to go in and repair that area. Now this kit works if your rail is still pretty solid and really you just had an issue with the nut spinning up inside. If you've got a rail that's rusted out though, you're probably going to need a wider kit than this one. So you can contact us if you are looking for that, and potentially we could make these and make them in custom lengths. But like I said, you'll have to get a hold of us for that. For this kit though, you can contact or you can visit our website. We'll put a link in the description of this video and purchase these, and they will be sold individually. Now, we have gotten a little bit ahead of ourselves today and already welded this up. When you get this kit, the nut will actually come loose. You'll have to weld it to this plate. Now, what you'll get is you'll get this plate here, and this plate is, I believe, about 6 inches here, and you'll have the nut and you'll get the bolt, since obviously your bolt's no good now since you probably cut it out. So it's pretty simple. Obviously, it's going to just go up and cap around that cross member there in your bed. So let's get down there and let's take a look at that. Well, here we can see what we're talking about. We've got 1, 2, and then actually the third one's on this side, on this rail on the other side. So the first thing we're going to need to do is go in, and we've marked out the center line of that bolt. We're also going to go and we're going to measure from the end to the center line of that bolt. We'll probably write it up here, and that's really partially so we can double check it. I mean, this is here just to give us some alignment, because this does fit kind of tight, so you're going to have to kind of hammer it onto there, and we wanted to get it close before we try to get it fine-tuned. Now, the next step, once you get them marked and measured, is you're going to want to go and cut this old one out. Now, what these look like, and let's scoot out here in the light. So this is what the inside of that looks like. So you can see you don't have to cut a ton. You can cut right across the edge of it on the bottom, basically right here. And then we just cut about 1/8 inch up on the side. And now you can use a hard wheel. You could also use a plasma. The material here is just 14 gauge, so it's not real difficult to cut. So once you have that done, we can take our kit, we'll put it up there, mark it out, clean off all of the paint that's there, and then we also would highly recommend going in and painting the inside of the plate with weld-through primer, probably painting this as well with some primer here, just to make sure you keep any, try to keep any rust from occurring. Then we'll go in, weld it. Now you can weld it solid, or you could stitch weld it. This is just 14 gauge, so it's not going to take a ton. Like I said, we'll probably go in and stitch weld across the top, weld solid down the sides, and then probably put at least 1 stitch or maybe weld solid across the bottom. We'll see how it goes. Now for us, when we're welding these, and this is probably the trickiest thing, this is 14 gauge. The new kit will also be 14 gauge plate that goes over that. Not going to take a huge welder. We actually will use our bodywork welder, which is set up with 023 wire and actually a 110 welder that does really well with this stuff, because you will have to be careful about burning through. And then again, if these rails are rusted out, and this kit obviously, doesn't cover a ton, it may not necessarily work for you. This really is just set up if you do have a bed that one of those nuts spins in. So anyway, let us get to installing these, and once we get done, we'll come back and take a final look. All right, so here you can kind of see it welded in there, what it looks like. We did stitch weld ours. We did 4 welds across the top. solid weld across the ends. Now there is some things you'll have to contend with. This pinch seam here runs pretty much the full length of the bed. Not a big issue for the welding, but going in there and trying to clean can kind of be a pain depending on what you're using. If you are doing one on the front rail here, you will have this pinch seam here that you kind of have to contend with, but that doesn't go up so far as to, you know, we are able to get our gun up in there. But if you have a big nozzle or something, you might be a little bit tougher for you to get up in there and weld. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead, we'll prime this, and then actually these seams here where we didn't weld, we'll go in and seal those up with a seam sealer or some sort of paintable caulk, and then we'll come back and do our finish paint on this. So that'll pretty much do it for this video. We thank you for watching. If you're interested in these kits, you can find them on taboocustoms.com. Check out the link in the description of this video and you can get there. You can also find other rust repair kits for Chevys, Jeeps, Fords, Toyotas, a lot of different vehicles, as well as Jeep parts, skid plates, a lot of things. So thanks for watching. As always, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated.